It's March, baby. Birthday is in a couple of weeks. I should be more turned than ever, but honestly, all I'm trying to do is lock in even more. That's really all I'm trying to do. Even on some wifey wants to, do something extravagant for birthday and I appreciate her, but I really was on some bad. I just wanna lock in. I wanna lock in and get to what I've been striving to get to so bad. Like I was just walking Ace and I was just talking to God and I was having a breakdown moment. Like I want everything that you have in store for me and I want it so bad. And it's like I'm constantly showing up and I'm constantly doing the things that I need to be doing. And yeah, I see whenever I don't do what I'm supposed to do, things start to fall apart. Even let's say even for tonight, like I took a trade tonight and in my journal, let me what I wrote in my journal because I knew I knew better. I knew better whenever I took the trade. I told myself, you need to just close the chart right now because I feel my greed kicking in because I haven't I haven't done the best last week, even though I'm still managing my risk and doing everything that I need to do. What last week I took what three, two, three, I think three or four trades, either one. And I won one trade and lost the other ones. And I was just so frustrated. And it got to a point where it's like, no, I want a win today. I want one. I want one bad. And, I broke one of my rules. I did not wait for my setup. I did not wait for my setup. I did not wait for my setup. I got in off pure emotions and FOMO. And I know better. And even in my notes I wrote like you know better than this. You walk in a thin line and you've been doing really good. Because I'm telling y'all, it gets to a point of no return when you start breaking them rules and you lose your mind, you lose yourself, you lose everything that you've been working hard for and I refuse. I refuse. And like I said, I was just talking to God, and I'm like, Jesus, like, what is it that I'm not getting? What is it that I'm not getting? Because I tell you, it sometimes it feels like when I miss my session, price runs beautifully, and it does it without me, and it sucks. And then when I'm showing up, yeah, price is like sometimes, like I said, out of the three or four trades, I won one. Even that one trade that I won, it was so choppy. And the entire time I didn't want to get it. I didn't want to be in it. I got in it because it was a nice setup, but I didn't want to be in it. I didn't like how it looked. I didn't like it the fact that I had to freaking be a helicopter trader. I don't want to do that. I like to mark up my charts, set my take profit, set my stop loss, and let the trade do what it's gonna do. I don't have time to be all antsy and antsy. And it's just like I truly let my emotions take over tonight. And I'm so glad that I was able to snap out of it because I know how I can get. I know that revenge trader on the inside of me will literally try to take over. And I'm glad that, I had to go take Ace for a walk. And granted, whenever I took Ace for a walk, I was still in the trade, but it started to pull back so hard. Like literally was up 34 ticks. It was moving slow, but we was up. It wasn't consolidating or anything. And when I tell you, it just dropped out of the sky and went straight for my stop loss. Literally mid walk. I already knew my phone was in my pocket and it vibrated. I already knew what it was. I already knew. Trade station sending me my notification. Oh, your order filled on your stop loss, not your take profit. And so yeah, that got like really frustrating to me. But it's like I promise y'all on everything like I said, I had a breakdown, and it was just like I'm going in the house, I'm taking my shower, and I'm going to bed. I'm not about to make a video. I'm just about to go to bed. It's already been so much stuff going on. I just want to go to bed. But it's like, how dare I when I have perfect example after example, even in my family, I have perfect example after example of what it's like to go through stuff and to still do the positive, to still do what you're supposed to do, to still step outside of yourself and do what you're supposed to do. I have created and wanted to be this person that I'm so hard trying to be. at times I do miss out on the moments where it's like, okay, but don't forget why you're doing this. And it's like I feel like even in those moments, that's where it hits me the hardest, because it's like I know exactly why I'm doing this and that's why I want it so bad. But it's like you at times you still try to rush the result. And I know this season I am to not rush anything. Yes, I'm taking every single lick that I can, but I'm not rushing anything. I'm not. And it's like, it's just so crazy how this trade even played out, because even early this morning, London session, I got up for London session and it was just choppy. It was just choppy. And I wanted to buy. I wanted a buy, but I was like, it's not even giving me any inkling that it wants to buy. And right then and there, I should have been on some, okay, well, let's go for a sale. But even then, price was like, I'm sitting here looking at it right now, price was still so choppy. Even for a sale, like, I wouldn't have gotten in it. But I'm so glad that, I stopped myself from getting in there just because of what I did tonight. Like I said, it was literally me trying to trade off of emotions. This morning for London, it was me solely trying to trade off of emotions. Close my laptop, shut my computer down, and I said, you know what? That's it. I stayed up for the whole, from the freaking 3 to 4:30, and I was like, you know what? I can't, because if I sit here and continue to watch this chart, it's going to drive me crazy. So it's like it's moments and times where you have to step outside of yourself and truly understand, like, it's going to be okay. It's going to. Like I said, I have been managing my risk. I still have the account. It's only a $2,000 account. We still have the account. We still rocking and rolling. I'm still being able to trade, and it's just like I said, I just got so emotional on some, because I know I want it so bad. I felt myself creeping into bad habits on some, like I said, on some one revenge trying. I have not revenge traded, but you can even say that this low key might have been a revenge trade, because yes, I was trading off of emotions. I was trading off of frustration. I was trading off of, man, I'm gonna get a win now. I want that now, and I know better. It's so crazy to sit here and talk to y'all out loud about it, because I know better. I know better. And that's why I'm saying, like, it will not be a repeat of last year. It cannot. It cannot. It will not. But one thing's for certain, everything that I know that I'm supposed to do, especially when it comes to coming up here and talking to y'all and giving y'all that push for the night or that motivation to keep on going, whatever it is, whatever, if it's just one word or a sentence that somebody needs to hear somewhere down the line, I have to do it. No matter how I feel. It was like one of those moments where God was like, okay, this is what happened. This is what happened because of your actions. How are you going to react from this? Are you going to just push everything to the side and give it up? Because I mean, it wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have mattered. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered to y'all. It might have mattered to some of y'all, but it wouldn't have mattered. Like, I could have went upstairs, like I said, took my shower and went to sleep. But on the inside, I know that I didn't do what I was supposed to do because I was angry. Stop letting emotions control you so much. I get it. The anger, the frustration. Please, I understand. Even earlier today, like, today was not the best day, but it was a good day. It was still a very good day. And I had a very good conversation with my trading sister, and it was just like, it's just something about it. Like, we've said before, this is our time, this is our time, but no, like, this one feels really different. On some, I'm able to stop myself. I'm able to actually really follow my rules whenever it comes to not forcing a trade, or when it comes to, yes, literally waiting for my setup, even if it doesn't present itself until a freaking Tuesday or a Wednesday. Being able to keep managing my risk, being able to not get so greedy. And so I got really frustrated with myself tonight at the fact that I threw that out the window, because I know what that comes with. I know what's right around the corner from there. And it's like, I have to be careful, because I know how fragile I can get. So it's like I said, I refuse to let the emotions run the story. I refuse to take myself out of the game because, oh, I need it now, I need it now, I need it now. And that's not even the plan. Like, we are slowly building right now. So yeah, I have to take a step back and calm down. And it's like, it comes to a point where it's like, okay, I'm not with the, I want to take a break right now. I don't have time for that right now. And it's like, I don't want to get up for London in the morning and sit there and try to catch something. I do not. I would be lying to you if I told you. But I know. Let me not wake up. Let me miss London session tomorrow and watch the chart freaking fly with a beautiful setup. So I can't. As frustrated as I am, and it's like I said, I'm not even mad at the trade. I'm so much more mad at myself because I've been doing such a good job with managing my emotions and keeping myself together. And it's like, I had a long moment in December, and I think at the end of November, December, and maybe some of definitely some of January, because that's whenever I was getting frustrated. I was in demo the whole time, and I told y'all, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do here, so whenever the funds do come, I can continue on that path. And it's like I was doing so good. And I even told y'all then, like, I know the emotions are going to be way different whenever I go back to my live account. But when I tell y'all, it hasn't been that different. The only difference is today I broke my rules, and I'm mad that I broke my rules. I hate when I break my rules and it turns out bad for me because I knew better. So I should not have even been in that trade. Yeah, and so it just took me out. Like I said, just don't let your emotions get the better of you in any situation. Forget just in trading, in life, period. Somebody cut you off, like, there's no need to get really irate and really be on some road rage. So people out here is crazy. Like, you think you crazy? Wait till you meet somebody that's actually psycho. You don't, people will do whatever. You want to go off at the job at your boss? Reevaluate. Don't let nobody treat you no type of way. But if you need that job right now to do what you need to do, reevaluate or take it a step higher and go to HR. Like, it's ways around it. It's proper ways to do everything. So just please stop letting your emotions get the better of you. Please. Because I'm telling you, it is a slippery slope. So that's really all I got for y'all tonight, man. Troop, shout out to y'all. I really do appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I truly do. I truly do appreciate y'all, because y'all are one of the main reasons why I continue to show up and why I want to be better. And tried to almost get a little bit emotional because y'all don't understand. Like, I truly do appreciate y'all. I truly do love y'all, because it's like I said, y'all make me want to be better and do better, because I know somewhere out there is somebody that was just like me whenever I first started picking up trading. And like I said, it don't always necessarily have to do anything with trading, even though that's what I do. It's just for the entrepreneurs out there. Like, I get it. I get the frustration. I get the sleepless nights. I get the I'm tired and I still have to wake up, or I'm tired and I really want to go to sleep, and then I get mad at myself because I took a nap. Like, put yourself first sometimes. And just don't be so emotional about it. I'm telling you. So like I said, I really do love y'all, troops. I really do. I appreciate y'all. So like I said, let me go ahead and wrap this up. More blessings, less stressing. All licks 26. All licks, all 26. I hope you picking up what I'm saying, because no matter how many times you fall off that bike, you better pick it up and get back on it. You don't have time to dilly-dally. You see what's going on in the world right now, and if you don't, you better open your eyes, because it's coming faster than what we know. And like I said, it's not on some rushing the process. It's just making sure that you're doing everything you need to do, so you and the process can come in alignment and freaking take off. I really do love y'all. I really do appreciate y'all. Seriously. Like I said, it's just been so much going on. It's been so much going on. But it's just not an excuse. It's not an excuse. Like I said, especially if I have the examples that I have in my life. Shout out to Mimi. She'd be doing her thing, okay? And if y'all be blessed. Stop thinking that your story is worse than the next, okay? Everybody has a story. Everybody has something going on. But I promise you, when you let emotions run your life, you will make a lot of bad decisions and potentially regret it later. And that's not what type of time we on. So, that's it. It's your girl TP Tab. I'm out.